Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that we welcome you all to the official launch of the 8 million Clean Cook Stove distribution in Lagos. We will appreciate and plead that we all should be seated. Can we all be seated, distinguished ladies and gentlemen? Can we all be seated? Thank you so much. Can we all be seated? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that we welcome you all once again to the official launch of the 80 million Clean Cook Stove distribution in Lagos. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate your presence. My name is Rotimi Martins. They call me Alariwo of Africa. I am a noisemaker trying to survive by making noise. And the noise has been paying my children's school fees and house rent. And by the grace of God, the more I meet people in government, the house rents will definitely be paid in no time. Because the truth is, once you shake a government official, you are blessed. Trust me. Ladies and gentlemen, I won't be on this podium alone. I am going to be on this podium with a lady that I've been hearing about for a very long time, and this is the first time we are encountering each other. Obviously, you are taller than me now.
Yes, now.
I like it when women intimidate me. Whether you like it or not, when I step on that stage, you will be half cast.
It's okay, it's okay. It's all right.
But let me introduce you first.
All right.
Mogboyibo.
Gone.
Swag. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to recognize my co-compare. She's a consultant. She's a communication consultant, energy enthusiast. They call her FF. I call her Fumilayo Falola. Your hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen. Please, you can do better than that. Your hands together. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. You haven't clapped, too. Alariwo spoke. You clapped. Then me, all of me on this podium, you did not clap. Please clap for me. At least Alariwo said that when you shake government officials, his rent will be paid. Me, my own is my house will be bought. Abi?
Okay, I introduced and recognized you. I gave you your full accolade.
Okay.
Pomile.
Hey!
Pomile.
Hey! Ebang patewo. Look at him. Good looking. The only, one and only. Born, bred, buttered, cooked. Hey! You go. Oh no. Wow. Ejebang patewo for that me. Alariwo.
It is well. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're seated, I need you to do me a favor. Just stretch forth your hand to the person close to you and say, neighbor, you're welcome. Say, neighbor, it is well with you. Hello, sir. Neighbor, please stop. Whether you shake anybody, you don't shake, that's your business. I shook one hand now, and that hand is a blessing. Somebody say amen. For me, I need to beg you for a favor, sir. A very big favor. That voice, I don't know what you're doing with it. I know you are a top personality in government, but do me a favor, sir. Toy with that voice on radio. Create something about yourself on radio. That voice should not waste. I'm a broadcaster. Don't waste that voice. That is what we are earning a living with. You are earning a living from another perspective, but that voice, please just say, hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Jesus. Kabesi.
Hey, my husband is in trouble.
Also Igbo. And Igbo. There is There is English. There is diction. Our own are English. This one are diction. You see my hand? Jesus. Kindly go on air. Create your own program. It could be green affair. It could be cook with stove. It could be...
Alariwo, you want to collect money from our pockets?
No.
Go and see him later now.
No, you see...
Ideas rule the world.
Okay.
We will go and see him later.
You want him to pay for consultancy?
Well, for execution. For execution. We will consult for free.
Now you're talking.
We will consult for free, but we will support the execution.
And he will finance the execution.
He will finance the implementation.
That's good. Ladies and gentlemen, please your hands together for yourselves. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate your presence. Like I said, I'll be co-anchoring with FF. FF, over to you. Start. I follow you.
I am sure we all know why we're here. And as we are here, I know that my brother has asked you to shake the person beside you. But I'd like you to do something. Because as we go through today, we will continue to do that. Yes, you have said hello to the person beside you. But have you asked them for their names? And I learned something yesterday, so we're going to try it today. Thank you. And it is that you will mention your name with your alpha representation. So my big sis over here is Tenacious Titi. So if she's introducing herself, she'll say, hi, I am Tenacious Titi. So I go with so many fabulous, fierce, fantastic, Fumilayo. Do you understand? So I would like you to just take a second to introduce yourself with that alpha name to the person beside you. Do we get it? So Alariwo, oh yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is...
Authentic Alariwo.
No. Authentic. Be like say, I wicked. Hello, everyone. My name is...
Awesome.
Anthony Suru. That's why I never passed in school. Always forgetting. I was always at the back seat, stealing people's answer. Let me try. Hello, everyone. I am authoritative Alariwo.
Please clap for him. So he's done that. So can you please do that quickly for just a few seconds to the person beside you? Even the bouncers at the door, please do it. Thank you. Everyone, introduce to the person on your left and to your right. What is your alpha name?
Let me survey and see if they are doing it.
You know, none of us chose our names. Today, you have a chance to choose your name. You were all given names, so choose today. Choose this day what you will be called. Okay, so I'm just going to go around the room to see. And you must introduce because you must tell me what the person's name is. Thank you.
Adeolu Afagbero Byron.
No, what's his alpha name?
The articulate Adewumi, Dr. Adewumi. The articulate Dr. Adewumi.
Okay, and what's his alpha?
Is awesome Adeolu.
Awesome Adeolu.
Awesome Adeolu.
Okay, thank you very much. Please clap for yourself.
Ololade. Original Olade. Original Olade. Original Olori.
Original Olori. Please clap for Original Olori. We'll do one more here. No, let's go to this side. Let's go to this side. Everybody is carrying their faces. Hey, I'm still going to come. Yes.
Omolola.
F9.
Okay, she told me her name is Omolola.
Amazing Philip.
Thank you very much. Please clap for her. Women rule the world. The uncle say Ololade. Okay, Egbon, continue.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have to start recognizing the guests and dignitaries. First of all, I would like to recognize Honorable Okpe George. Your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Is the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget. You're welcome, sir. Please your hands together properly for the Honorable Commissioner. The Commissioner with the voice, the Commissioner with the budget, the Commissioner with the swag. Yes. With the voice, yes. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Yes, go ahead.
And also here is the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget, Mrs. Olayinka Ojo.
Your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Before you, okay, all right, go
We
ahead.
also have the CEO of Green Plinth Africa, Dr. Olawale Akiumi.
You see, I actually wanted to introduce him. You took that away from me. He gave me a badge in Makoko, and I wanted to introduce him so that he will give me another badge and bowler hat.
Please celebrate him once again.
1 second, I have a call. Hello, Sanwo-Olu. How you doing? At the MC now, not be your job that they do here. Yes, your commissioner is here. You don't answer now, you say, okay. So you believe now, eh? I'm not joking. Shaking a video call. I can't lie now. I don't feel lying. Okay. We'll go see later. All right, bye. Sorry, your governor. Always bugging me. I don't know why.
Please celebrate our
It's
governor.
always disturbing me. You know, he's a perfectionist, so he wants everything done properly. So we have to obey him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we need to respect this country called Nigeria. We need to do it properly. Can we all be upstanding for the national anthem? Thank you so much. Called Nigeria. Your hands together. Thank you so much. Without much time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to invite for her welcome address the special advisor. Oh, okay. Let's go with the commissioner first. Honorable Commissioner, your hands together for the commissioner.
Thank you. Good morning again, ladies and gentlemen. So I'd like to thank Alariwo of the world. And it's FFF, fantastic, fabulous, fierce, fearsome, fabuloso. I can keep going on. Formula. Thank you so much. Good morning. Alariwo of the world. Thank you very much. Not a lot of Africa of the world.
Thank you.
Have to expand his.
Please put your hands together for the commissioner.
Since he has given me this opportunity, I need to thank himself and fantastic, fabulous. So we'll talk later about our business opportunity and the court and everything. So thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you and good morning. Sorry, I have to just quickly do this and rush. We have our council meeting this morning, so I just thought it was important for me to at least come in here and see what's going on, and also say thank you as well to my dear sister, the Special Advisor to the Governor on Climate Change and Circular Economy. She's putting a lot of effort into this program. I must confess and admit, when it first started and she started talking to me about it, I was like, I think I mentioned to PS once or twice that, SA has come again. I don't understand what she's talking about. So this clean stove thing going over my head, and but I think you can't but appreciate her tenacity and the fact that she has stuck at it. And I just say that in this job we do, it's not easy, when you're trying to get something off the ground. It takes a lot of effort, and, she's done it. So when I came in there, I looked at it, I was saying to her that the first ones I saw, I think, were slightly smaller, but she explained to me that they're different sizes, and, so just to say thank you very much to her and to say keep up the good work. And also to our partners, I know we've met a couple of times, and I know also, it's not easy doing business with us, but to say thank you for sticking with us. Eventually, I think we'll keep crossing each hurdle and each line, just to say we'll continue to push. It's a program that is very, very dear to Mr. Governor. When Alariwo of the World spoke to him this morning, he mentioned to him that, he should reiterate or tell me to reiterate that it's something that's very, very important. So just to say thank you. And, with all these events, they always give you a speech to read. So let me read the speech. So PRO will not be angry with me that I didn't read her speech. So good morning. It's both an honor and privilege to welcome you all to this landmark occasion, which is the official pilot distribution of the clean cook stoves under Nigeria's historic 80 million clean cook stove initiative, with the Lagos State government proudly taking the lead in its implementation. So today's pilot distribution to 11 selected beneficiaries from the Makoko community is more than symbolic. It marks the first spark of a transformative movement, one that prioritizes environmental sustainability, public health, and economic inclusion, especially amongst our most vulnerable populations. As you may know, this nationwide initiative, registered under the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, UNFCCC, aims to distribute 80 million improved cook stoves free of charge across all 36 states and the FCT. Out of these 8 million units have been allocated to Lagos State. This is a testament to our population size, but more importantly, to our government's unwavering commitment to sustainable development and inclusive climate action. At the Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget, we recognize that energy poverty is a major barrier to equitable growth. Traditional cooking methods, particularly the use of firewood and charcoal, not only endanger the health of women and children, but also contribute to deforestation, indoor air pollution, and greenhouse gas emissions. Transitioning to cleaner alternatives is not just an environmental imperative, it's a social and economic necessity. Today, the pilot effort targeted at the riverine and underserved Makoko community is intentional. It affirms a strategy to start where the impact is needed the most, in communities that bear the greatest burden of energy poverty and climate vulnerability. We are layering the groundwork for the full-scale rollout of the 8 million cook stoves earmarked for our state. Let me also acknowledge the tremendous partnerships of the Office of Climate Change and Circular Economy under the leadership of Mrs. Tisilayo Oshodi and our technical partners, Greenplint Africa Limited. Their dedication has helped us move from policy to practice, turning strategy into impact. To our esteemed beneficiaries today, you are the first ambassadors of this important journey. Your feedback, your experience, and your advocacy will shape how this program scales across Lagos. You are not just recipients of a cooking device, you are agents of environmental change in your communities. As we prepare for the full-scale distribution in the months ahead, we call on our investors, donor agencies, and private sector partners, and the general public to join us. Investing in clean energy is investing in health, productivity, climate resilience, and the future of our children. In conclusion, this event reinforces our broader mission under the Themes Plus agenda of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, to create a Lagos that is smart, green, inclusive, and economically resilient. We are building a Lagos that works for everyone, urban and riverine, young and old, women and men alike. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for your presence, and please, I hope you have an enjoyable outing. And I believe there was a lady that tried it out and everything. So just to say to you that don't let them take it back from you. Since you tried it, you need to keep it and don't give it back to them. So thank you. It's her own now. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a resounding round of applause for the Honorable Commissioner. Thank you so much, sir. The Commissioner has to be excused. He has a lot to take care of. Thank you for your time, Honorable Commissioner. We appreciate your presence. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the program continues. While we're waiting for her, I would like to seize the opportunity to recognize the presence of my friend and brother. Honorable Commissioner, sir, we would like to appeal. Okay, maybe we can do that outside. PS, please join. Please join. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, my childhood friend and my colleague is in the building. Your hands together for Daddy Shoki.
Why you they cry?
They said we should go outside. Waiting. We did here since they did not tell us to come and take picture with Commissioner. Shoki, come. They did. Let's go. Kilo Shelley, go. Our MC now. I'm a musician, because I'm doing MC. Anyway, we're late. Thank you for reminding me that I'm still a musician. Thank you for playing my song. I appreciate. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have to continue with the program. At this point in time, I would like to recognize and invite to the podium, ladies and gentlemen, the Special Advisor to the Governor on Climate Change and Circular Economy, Mrs. Titilayo Oshodi. Your hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen. You can do better than that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good morning once again. This audacious, priceless moment that we get to celebrate together. Apologies that we had to shake things up a bit. This is usually the protocol with the state's functions and done the way they have to be done for record keeping, for archiving, and so please just bear with us. There are quite a number of our leaders, especially from the local community development agencies, that are stuck in traffic. Some of us, me inclusive, did not know that there is going to be a lockdown along Oworonshoki Expressway. So we're going to be holding off a number of areas until they arrive. But be that as it may, there's going to be a lot to be revealed today and to learn. So I welcome you, Honorable Commissioner, who has just left, with a lot of appreciation. My big sister, my friend, my partner in everything, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget, Mrs. Olayinka Ojo, our esteemed partners at Green Plains Africa, ably headed by the CEO, Dr. Olawale Akinwumi. Thank you so much for the work done thus far. Our team internal working group and the state working group by extension, representing the various ministries, departments, and agencies in Lagos State. Thank you so much for bearing the torch, leading this vision, making certain that today has become a reality. I say thank you. You have shown that with the work that our permanent secretary is doing, her audacious, tenacious, forthright contributions has paid off, and it has extended into the quality of the work that you are also showing today. I say thank you. To the private sectors, our esteemed private sector organizations that are here this morning, I say you're welcome. All of the community people from Makoko, the beneficiaries of this Clean Cook Stove, I say congratulations. I say that Igbaya Sonyo, welcome, welcome, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Good morning once again. It is with great joy and indeed immense delight that I welcome you all to this important occasion, the official launch and pilot distribution of the Clean Cook Stove project here in Lagos State. Today is not just about the first stage of rolling out cook stoves. It marks a significant milestone in our journey that began in 2023. A journey of identifying real needs in our communities, developing practical climate solutions, and turning those solutions into action through strong partnerships and strategic government support. This event marks the first official distribution of cook stoves, Panda cook stoves, under the National Clean Cook Stove Initiative, which aims to provide 80 million ones across Nigeria. I am proud to say that Lagos is taking the lead in this effort. We are starting today with 11 beneficiaries. If you are following up with what you are doing, you would know that we already have one that has been deposited and is in use, and you're going to be seeing a video that actually showcases and exhibits the working and the functioning of that. So altogether, we're essentially starting with 12 beneficiaries from Makoko. These beneficiaries have been selected from an initial pool of 100 applicants. This pilot program is just the beginning of a larger rollout that will benefit thousands of households across the state. Let me just clarify that. So there are no applicants for this. The choice and the beneficiaries that we have are not randomly picked either. One of the very proud dissidents from the Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget is that we have a social register that we work in tandem with the community development people across the Lagos, the LGAs and the LCDAs, and they already have data that skews even cooking patterns in households. So right now, our focus and our major bullseye are households that are using clean cook stoves, that are using firewood. So the choice of the households or the model around picking the selected households is as a function of economic propensity, the quality of the cooking. So a lot of them who are still working with coal or working with firewood, and also how quickly we can begin to educate them. So these are the tenets just to engender the value of accountability and transparency across board. But bear in mind that we have 8 million designed and already penciled for distribution for Lagos State. So if we're saying 8 million, then that means that almost all households that are in that space will be given a clean cook stove. Can we give the governor and the organizers a round of applause for that? It's important that we state, this, create more context and we provide more information, because there's that culture that when it comes from government, people sort of think that it may not reach, Because we say it's 8 million does not mean that we're ending at 8 million. And you will get to understand that as we continue this conversation. So we are starting with 12 beneficiaries from Makoko. And From the outset, our approach has been guided by three key principles. Number one, listening to and assessing the needs of the community. Number two, creating sustainable and inclusive solutions by incorporating adaptability. Number three, building strong partnerships to establish a resilient and enduring ecosystem. We've come a long way from the flag-off ceremony, which we did last year, to the implementation retreat, to the recruitment and training of enumerators, to the inauguration of both the internal and state working groups, to the stakeholders' engagements that we had in Yaba with the members of the House of Assembly, the chairman of the local government area, the chairman of the LCDA, the leaders of the community development portfolio areas, and the live demonstration that we had that coincided with the birthday of our able, amiable, and absolutely beneficial, compassionate and beneficial governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. And each step has brought us closer to where we are at today. As we begin this pilot phase with 12 beneficiaries out of the 100 identified thus far, we are intentional in our approach, starting small but strong, with a clear focus on impact, data collection, and community feedback. These clean cook stoves are not just tools for cooking, they are symbols of dignity, sustainability, and economic empowerment. When you listen to the lady, she's here, but you listen to her when she starts to give you her testimonial about the level of confidence and self-esteem that is being built out of her just by changing her style of cooking. And now, this launch is our official step into action. I am proud of the tireless work put in by everyone involved, from our technical partners, Green Plinth Africa, to the Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget, as well as the internal and state working groups. I also want to acknowledge the team at the Office of Climate Change and Circular Economy. This level of collaboration truly exemplifies what teamwork looks like. Throughout this process, I have a lot of Gen Zs at the OCC, so throughout this process, we can confidently say that our private sector corporations have played a crucial role in driving this initiative forward. To our dear beneficiaries, this is for you. Your patience, your hope, and your participation have brought us here. We see you, we hear you, and today is a clear signal that you are part of Lagos State's clean and inclusive future. Thank you all once again for being here. Together, let us keep building a Lagos that is greener, safer, and healthier for everyone. Igbega Ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, welcome once again.
Your hands together for the essay, ladies and gentlemen. On Tuesday last week, we were at Makoko, and it was a wonderful experience. And personally, I gave out free recharge card, my money. I dash people recharge card. If you're from Makoko, let me see your hands. Okay. I like their language. Their language be like music. Though they talk, you think the music they play. And when they're very funky kind of language. You know. So Mokinyo. Hello. Kí lẹ tún wá ń bí ṣe bá ti fún yín? Kí lẹ ń wá ń bí? Ẹ fẹ́ gbà mí? Ah, okay. Ẹ mọ̀ kan tó ń jẹ́ Oliver Twist. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to properly, with all due respect to everybody, especially the essay, properly recognize the presence of a colleague of mine. He knows a lot about this whole thing. He's a ghetto soldier. He was also a scavenger, so there's nothing about it that he doesn't know. He became my friend 34 years ago. And when we became friends, this idiot was intimidating me because he's a boxer. Take blow, finish my life. Me, I'm just a noisemaker. I just talk. Once I talk, it is I get power. You just give me one punch, I just fall for ground. But trust me, we are so inseparable musically and otherwise. Ladies and gentlemen, the ghetto soldier, Daddy Shoki. Your hands together for Shoki. You know what? Otito, àtẹ́wọ́ mi gan ṣó tó yìí. Àgbàyà ni. Mo ń ṣọ́ yín. DJ, you don't collect your balance. In case you don't know, the SA is my cousin, and I'm in charge of payment. And they introduce Shoki. That one no do. They play music. Wait. Who said we love him? Who said?
Somebody call my name.
Alariwo, you foretell the hall, say, the time when I catch you for Ajegule, I do bowl of gari, say make you sit down for ground, they drink am. All the people wait there for Makoko, where we go Makoko, make on a clap for ourselves because I happy say on a day here. And me, on my own, I started to do a lot of research on this thing with the day effort, to this clean cook stove. I can't see the health part, now be the most important part for me. Because a lot of people don't know, say, this thing, it will save many of our old people and our women. You know, some people go say, the only way person smoke, now they get cancer. Now lie. Sometimes waiting you hate too. The smoke, they affect body. So I need to clap for the people who do this morning. I clap for the people who get this initiative. I still they beg go. As soon as they do my co, our mama themselves they for Ajegule. Somebody call my name. Ejo. If you see my mama, tell her, say, we don't clear cooking stove. Clean cooking stove. For all the mama them. For all the mama them. Clean cooking stove. We no get wahala. You no need to cut firewood. You no need firewood. It get simple thing. It no go take like 5 minutes. When you put them small, you put them for the cooking stove. Before you know, food is done ready. Fiam.
Eja, Taloni Moto, LA 77. You see, instead of him to be touche, the ghetto is still in him. Imagine. Look at me, I package. I speak English, you know. I know that when I live here now, I can't near Ajegule for almost 1 month. What am I looking for there when I live in an estate? Damn. That's good. Ladies and gentlemen, your hands together for Ghetto Soldier, Daddy Shoki. Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, we continue, we proceed. This cooking stove initiative is so wonderful. I think it's better for us all to embrace and encourage it. Makoko, they started with you guys. You guys don't know how lucky you are. Esema, I live in Agege. Please, is Agege not a good place? I don't live in Agege. I live in a place called County Estate. You know what I'm saying? So I live in an estate, you know. So when you come to my estate, you see everywhere is neat. Like, neat. But please bring the cooking stove to us. By the time you bring 5, I will shift 1 to one corner. My estate is a community, it's very big. Ewo. I was coming to talk to you people. He said that's corruption. I didn't say I will steal it. Bami. I didn't say I was going to steal it. I said I will keep 1 aside for. Una de vex, so. Okay. I don't need this stove. Take it to Gege community. Let me respect myself. So, Auntie, where are you from? No, you. Yes. Lagos. What part of Lagos in it? Etiosa. You want Atiosa. Packaging, man. What's Atiosa? Someone like you now, you want to call boat now, they will tell you, you ask where you are going, they tell you the amount. Your English will change. Etiosa. Ekbe. Yeah, Etiosa, yeah. What's your name? Oruko Ibileyin, Auntie. Mary Ann. And you are a Lagosian. Allah Akbar. Continue, my sister.
Sisi Ojo Abeke.
Ojo Abeke.
Ojo Abeke.
Okay.
So Afun Loruko Abeke.
Hello, Abeke.
You're welcome, welcome, welcome. We would also like to welcome the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Local Government and Rural Development, Mr. Tunde Durojaye.
Your hands together for Mr. Tunde Durojaye. You're welcome, sir. Thank you for coming.
We would also like to welcome the CDC Chairman, Yaba LCDA, Mr. Adeneye Sanimono.
Your hands together for him.
And he will be giving a goodwill speech, so we would like you to come forward, sir.
Please come forward, sir. Your hands together for him for his goodwill speech. Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you. Ekawo, sir.
Good morning to you all members. I thank God for the opportunity given to me to be here this morning to witness this great occasion. If I travel to north, I speak Hausa. To the east, I speak Igbo. But here, Ngbati, that's my mother's tongue. So I have to speak Ngbati for better understanding. So we don't need any interpretation. It can be plus or minus. Ekaro, sa, ekaro ma, ekaro enyara, ekaro my people from Makoko. I also reside at Makoko in Yaba LCDA. I know my people, I know what we are passing through presently, as far as cooking gas is concerned, as far as firewood is concerned, as far as charcoal is concerned. When the organization came to Yaba the other time, we went together house to house. In Makoko, we have 10 CDs here. We picked the CDA chairman. It was here among the CDs Makoko. So we thank God that it has come to reality. Because all the brothers say, many have come, they come, rule, we don't hear the result. But this time, it happens my life. I can witness the result. So I urge my people from Makoko, until we have fun wayi, on neka lota o, on the neka gbe fore o, on neka yayon, on neka lofirenti o. It's for our own personal use. Personal use ti wa ni o. Taba ṣe yi dáadáa, imi ṣì ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn. Àwọn tó ń yun ẹja tà, wọ́n kún bẹ̀ rẹpẹtẹ. Àwọn tó ń so oúnjẹ náà, wọ́n kún bẹ̀ rẹpẹtẹ. Àwọn tó ń lò fún ilé, gẹ́gẹ́ bí wọ́n ṣe ṣàlàyé fún wa, wọ́n kún bẹ̀ rẹpẹtẹ. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, àwọn tó ní this program, Ọlọ́run á ràn yín lọ́wọ́ o. Ẹ má gbàgbé wa o. Ẹ̀yin Makoko, my people, Ọlọ́run á gbàgbé wa o. Nítorí ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé ó dàbẹ̀ ni pé gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ọ̀rọ̀ yóò yé mi o, because ìwà ìyàwó à ń bẹ̀ wọ́n débẹ̀ o. Makoko ṣáá ní gbogbo all the time. Abẹ́jẹsà ìzíà wọn dárúkọ ẹ o Makoko náà ni ẹjọ́ all this new I have mentioned ẹ bá fún wọn ní consideration àwọn náà wọ́n ń lo náà gí ń bẹ̀ wọ́n ń dáná gi ìwà ìyà orí omi wà ń bẹ̀ Pedro Agwegun we have ìwàyà CDA we have oko àgbọn CDA we have oko àgbọn one oko àgbọn 2 ìsàlẹ̀ ìwàyà Zia ìwàyà Central Zia all these people iná gi náà ń dá kì í ṣe Makoko nìkan ló wà ní Yaba SCDA mainland ditto Otumara side we have similar thing there tẹ́bàdẹ̀ máa wá please I'm appealing kindly get in touch with the CDA chairman they are the custodian of these people their structure cut across all the streets in Yaba SCDA so our is here ọmọdé tó ń lo gi ìdáná ọmọdé tó ń ṣe gbá tó ń ṣàwo ìdákan ọmọ káàkiri àti pé à ń lo ogun náà gi nǹkan kan ó máa wà reduce ẹjọ́ eléyà help wa mo kí yín ẹ̀ ń tẹ́ ní ètò yìí ọlọ́run á kún yín lọ́wọ́ o ọlọ́run wá ní ṣe fi eléyìí ṣe àṣemọ́ o àwa tàdé wá síbí náà à ní ṣe lásán o ẹjọ́ mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín gidigidi pèsè fún Makoko ní consideration during my own tenure in office ọpẹ́ ní f'Olúwa thank you very much.
Much, ẹ ṣé sà. Ẹ ṣé àdúpẹ́. I was a bit confused. Nígbà tí ẹ sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ sọ Yorùbá tẹ tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ grammar. Àwa náà wá ò gbé báwo la ṣe fẹ́ ṣe báyìí. Òyìnbó lè ka sọ́nsìn tẹ́tí wà ń bíbá yín sìn. Àìjá sọ Yorùbá o. Kẹ̀ má lọ sọ pé òyìnbó ti pọ̀ jù. So ẹ̀yin ti wá nǹkan tó wá ṣe ń sìn ni pé a fẹ́ recognize àwọn èèyàn. Bàdẹ̀ ṣe ń recognize. Òyìnbó is here. Somebody say, Oyi. Oyi. How are you? You know what I love about this Oyibo? Always smiling. You know, no situation, no stress. How are you? Good. You're welcome. Alice Kla? Alice Super. Vibistus. Let me go on. Monzo Germany. I've been to Germany several times with Daddy Shoki, so that's the only one we remember. Alice Kla, Alice Super. Vash, his hash. We are over again, Vibisky, Vigaze. Bill Gates, and no Schwarzenegger. Because give hash. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite the Eologia of Makoko, Adebayo Modukbe, to come forward for her speech. Your hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Ekason sir, Ekason ma. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma. Please, I just want to take the script to permit me to speak in my language, which is Yoruba. So, mo dúpẹ́ ẹ ṣé gan. Mo fẹ́ lè sọ pé èmi nínú mi dùn jù ń bí because mo máa sọ pé original Indíjì Makoko ni mí. My mother was born at Makoko. I too was born at this Makoko. I was born my children at Makoko. My children too, they are married at Makoko and I was given birth at Makoko. So, a máa ń gbọ́ orúkọ Makoko. Inú Makoko iná lèmi náà ti jáde. My first daughter, she's biochemistry. Ó graduate ní Yaba Tech. My second daughter, which is not at Canada, business administration. So, mo máa ń dúpẹ́ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ dẹ̀ wò sòsòsòsò tẹ́ ẹ̀ gbọ́ nǹkan tí wọ́n ń sọ nípa Makoko. Tẹ́ rántí pé Makoko adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. Ọlọ́run àtúbọ̀ máa gbé yín ga, ilé àtọ̀nà yín ò ní dàrú. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín gan-an. Bẹ́ ṣe sọ pé torí bàbá tó sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn wọ́n fi owó díẹ̀ sí. Ìpè gbogbo wa náà lóyìn máa kárí gbogbo Lagos State ni. Ó kàn jẹ́ pé ọ̀dọ̀ wa ni wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. But mo wá ń rọ àwọn tó jẹ́ Makoko tó wà ń bí báyìí. bó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ wa ẹ jẹ́ ká jẹ́ àwòkọ́ṣe. Kíní ìtọ́ fẹ́ ṣe yìí wọn ò ní ká lọ fi tólé o, wọn ò ní ká ṣí kọ́bọ̀dù wa ká jù sínú ẹ̀ o. Wọ́n ní mo ti sọ ní program kan ta ní ipe Èkó jẹ́ ìlú ọgbọ́n, ìlú òye, ìlú ìmọ̀ táwọn other state tí wọ́n máa ń wò tí wọ́n fi ń kọ́gbọ́n. Because eléyìí tí a fẹ́ ṣe yìí ó jẹ́ mo fẹ́ ká jẹ́ ká ṣe àríkọ́ṣe fún àwọn other state tó kù, nítorí gómìnà wa wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ kan láìpẹ́ yìí ní ọjọ́ Monday tó kọjá ìgbà tó inaugurate our market board. I was one of them. Gómìnà wa sọ̀rọ̀ kan tó wú mi lórí pé àwọn ń ṣe ètò kan, àwọn ń kọ́ ibì kan tó jẹ́ pé tó bá ti ń kó oúnjẹ bọ̀ wọ́n máa kó síbẹ̀. Àwa tá à ń tà ibẹ̀ láti máa wá kó. Wọ́n máa bá wa ṣe tí ò fi ní bàjẹ́, tí ò sí ní the whole Africa. So tí àwọn èèyàn bá ti ń rí, orí tiwọn náà máa wú láti ṣe nǹkan báyìí. So mo rọ̀ ẹ̀yin ará mi ní Makoko, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run. Kíní ìtọ́ fẹ́ ṣe fún wa ẹ má jẹ́ kó débẹ̀ kó takú. Ẹ jẹ́ kó pa bàtà wa kó máa fì síwájú, kó máa fì síwájú. Kára ní àìlọ́wọ́ wọn Makoko torí kíní ní track o. Tó bá gbé fún yín tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá lò ìjọba máa mọ̀ o. Wọ́n ní ká lọ fi tólé o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lò kórí ìjọba wú kó lè tó bá tún fẹ́ wá ṣe nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé ó lárinrin jù ẹ lọ kó lè sọ pé Makoko la máa gbé lọ. Àdògán Makoko wọ́n lò orí wa wú torí náà ẹ ṣé o, mo dúpẹ́ o.
Thank you so much, ma. Ẹ ṣé. Mo like yín. A ní kẹ́ wá sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ ṣáà ń sọ̀rọ̀ Makoko ṣá, kó ṣáà lọ sí Makoko nìkan ṣá. Ó dà bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó yẹ kó tún wá sí Ìkẹjà, kó wá sí Agége, kó wá sí Ajégúnlẹ̀, kó wá sí different places. FF, over to you.
Sir?
Over to you. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
La fẹ́ ṣe ń sìn náà.
Mi ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀. Owó mi, èmi ti gbowó mi pé. Mi ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀. Tẹ́ ẹ bá rántí, bóyá ẹ ti gba balance. Èmi ti gbà pé.
Anyway, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ṣe yẹyẹ yín.
Bàjẹ́ bàjẹ́. So,
I'd like to
continue.
welcome everyone again. We're so happy to be here. We are proud of this initiative. And I am very happy to be celebrating with the people of Makoko. And I would like them to please clap for themselves. Anike pàtẹ́wọ́ fúnra yín. Wọ́n ní pé kíní bó ṣe dà báyìí, ọ̀dọ̀ yín láti kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ẹ rí pé olóríire ni yín báyìí. Ẹ rí bẹ́ẹ̀, Anike pàtẹ́wọ́ fúnra yín. Màmá dẹ̀ ti sọ fún wa, kò síbi tẹ́nì kankan ò lè dé, àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? Wọ́n lọ́mọ wọn àkọ́bí biochemist ni. Wọ́n lọ́mọ wọn ìkejì Canada ló wà. Èmi gan báyìí mò ń tòwé jọ, wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ gbọ́ yẹn o. Àṣà ń sọ lọ, ẹ pàtẹ́wọ́ fúnra yín. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we would just like to show you a video. So we'd like you all to please keep your eyes glued to the screen and see how and what it is that we have started doing. Thank you very much.
Ìyá ológi ẹ tún ìwúkọ́ ni. Ẹ̀bọ̀ta èéfín yìí pọ̀. Ẹ má ṣe ra yín léṣe. Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́. Ìyá ológi ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ fọwọ́ bẹnu. Ẹ wé ṣe ń làágùn. Kí ló dé? Ṣógun láyé ni. Ẹ mọ̀ pé èéfín tẹ̀ ń dá yìí ó lè fa àrùn jẹjẹrẹ fún yín.
Kí ló dé tó ń pè mí ní pé ìjàyà? Ṣó ṣe rí mi pé mò ń dáná igi lénìí ni? Tó ń sọ wípé àrùn jẹjẹrẹ ó lè bójú jẹ́. Iná táwọn ìyá ńlá wa ti ń dá láti ọdún mọ́dún tí ò ṣe wọ́n ní kankan èmi ò ní rárùn jẹjẹrẹ o kí ló pè mí fún gan.
ìyá ológi àwọn ìyá wa nígbà ayé ìgbà yẹn ṣé wọ́n ń lo ẹ̀rọ ayélujára ni ẹ fẹ́ fi ìgbà ayé ìgbà yẹn wé ìsìn ni ibi ayé bá yí sí ni kẹ́ jẹ́ ká bá wọn yí sí o.
ìyá àbèjì nǹkan tó bá fẹ́ sọ fún mi ni kò sọ fún mi.
ṣé ti gbọ́ nípa cook stove ẹ pé kí n gbọ́.
kí ni.
ẹ kò ẹ má gẹ̀rẹ́ ayín láwọn jẹ ẹ tẹ̀lé mi lẹ́yìn ẹ jẹ́ ń lọ fi hàn.
mo ń bọ̀ sẹ́yìn.
ẹ tún lọ ní àfọwọ́ ìṣá ìyá ológi. Aunty cook stove ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ ó dáa bí mo ṣe bá yín bí báyìí ẹ bá ń ṣàlàyé fún ìyá ológi.
àǹtí ẹ dákun lóòótọ́ ẹ ṣàlàyé fún mi nǹkan tí kinní yìí jẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n látàyè ìyá ńlá wa la ti ń dáná gì.
clean cook stove lélẹ́yìí ẹ ṣàmọ stove tá a máa ń lò táwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ̀yin náà ṣàmọ pé nǹkan tèmi náà ń lò tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ rèé ni.
òótọ́ ni àrò tó ń lò tẹ́lẹ̀ rèé.
àrò tí mò ń lò nìyẹn. àmọ́
kò wá dáa fún wa nítorí wípé ìgbà lónígbà ń lò.
ṣé rí nǹkan tí gómìnà wa Babájídé Sanwó-Olú tó ṣe fún wa láti ọ́fíìsì special adviser climate change and circular economy òun ni wípé ṣe ríru stóòvù yìí ó dáa nítorí pé ẹ̀rí mo ṣe múra tí mo dì káká tí mo dì kókó tí mo dẹ̀ ń dáná.
ní gbogbo ẹ̀ ń ṣá.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ̀fọ́ ni mo ṣe tán yìí mo ti ṣe ráìsì lẹ́nu mo ti ṣe ewédú mo ti dín tọ́kí mo ti dín ẹran gbogbo ẹ̀ mo ti ṣe lẹ́nìí pẹ̀lú rọrùn ni.
ẹ dákun ìlú ló bá dé.
ọ̀fẹ́ wọ́n fẹ́ fún wa nípínlẹ̀ Èkó kò tún wá tọ́ síbẹ̀ o tó bá tún wá fún wa lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ṣe rí kí ní bíríkẹ̀tì náà pé kí n ta máa fi dáná lábẹ́ yẹn wọ́n máa bíríkẹ̀tì wọ́n máa fún wa ní 10,000 lóṣooṣù ká lè fi máa ra kíní yẹn sí ká kọ̀ máa mọ̀ wípé à ń lò ní gbogbo ìgbà ni.
10,000 naira tèmi ti dá èmi fẹ́ o mo fẹ́ o tó bá jẹ́ wípé gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó bàbá wa Babájídé Sanwó-Olú ló gbélẹ̀ èmi ṣetán tí màá gbà àdúrà ní màá gbà fún wọn. ẹ jẹ́ n bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti wákàtí yìí lọ.
eléyìí ẹ rí bó ṣe rí ni kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ wọ́n o tún yára kò ń ṣèjọ́ pé máa lo 1 hour 2 hours eléyìí pápápápápá clean cook stove òun ni.
clean cook stove.
Clean cook stove.
ẹ̀yin bọ̀dá wa àbúrò wa ọmọ wa Mákòókò ṣàlàáfíà lábá yín wí ẹ ṣé ẹ kú àlejò wa ẹ káàárọ̀.
You can imagine the big relief the people are going to have. I think the man himself is happy.
Mákòókò people.
Hosanna.
The don't come.
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 Hosanna.
It's gonna good for body.
Hosanna.
It's good for your health.
Hosanna.
Stop not going to disturb you.
Hosanna.
It will pursue cancer.
My name is Titi Oshodi, and I'm the Special Advisor on Climate Change and Circular Economy. I'm also the lead of the implementing team for the 80 million clean cook stove distribution in Nigeria. Lagos is the anchor state for the 80 million clean cook stove. We start off today commemorating the distribution with a live demonstration.
Tree within this economy, within this community, is old. Is going to prevent erosion, as we know that Mákòókò is mostly a rural area and is also a swampy area.
Lagos State Health Management Agency, we are in charge of the Lagos State Social Health Insurance, which is called Lira Eco. We have been here to have a conversation with the buyers, and we have come around to register some people on the Lagos State social health insurance.
Àwọn tó bá rí stove gbà lágbára Ọlọ́run wá máa rí 10,000 naira lóṣù gbà láti máa support family.
Àwọn tó wọn máa tún ṣe tó wá ní pé ó fẹ́ ṣe díẹ̀ pé nǹkan kan ṣe àwọn yẹn náà wà níbẹ̀ kọ́ máa kọ́ bó ṣe ń ṣe.
So you know what I go do? I will give you 20,000 naira.
Please. Say
This project itself is a follow-on from an initial project called CDM 2711, which was initiated in 2009. The concept behind it is to reduce, one, the amount of deforestation that we're getting.
Climate change is a challenge. Every part of the world is now facing what climate change is bringing to us. Number one, we want to stop our emission. How do we do it? We want to bring something to our people, especially the lay people.
I think the inspiration just takes looking around, people within disadvantaged communities. So today is a very special day for us because after many, many years of planning, many, many years of laboratory and science work and, community engagement, we are here with the first stove out of 80 million. And it could not have happened to a better community than Makoko.
Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it was an interesting experience in Makoko. We thank you all for coming. We thank you all for listening. We thank you all for watching. We're proceeding with the program for today.
And I'd like us to please celebrate Dr. Adebola Odunsi, who will be here to share with us what this project is all about and why we are doing this launch. Emma binu wọ́n máa sọ òyìnbó púpọ̀ díẹ̀, ṣùgbọ́n bọ̀dá mi aláriwo wọ́n á bá wa ṣètumọ̀.
Bọ̀dá yìí gbọ́ Yorùbá gan. So kò ní translation. In Makoko, he killed it with Yoruba all through. Your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. He can do better.
Thank you very much. Àwọn èèyàn mi Makoko ṣe wà. I always say they are my guest of honor in all of this. Sir, when you have my slides, you may please proceed. It's a pleasure. Thank you for making it out today. I'm seeing familiar faces. I'm seeing new faces across, from the beneficiaries to the Amiable Green Plinth team to our Lagos State support system to private sector and a lot of enthusiasts that I've had, personal conversations with on this project. I'm glad that we can all be here today. And we need to take you through a journey in terms of how do we catalyze just transition? What does it look like? We go to a lot of conferences, we talk a lot of grammar, we eat jollof rice, we sign registers, collect honorarium and go home. It needs to become practical because if you can glance to your right, those are the real guests of honor. The people that impact must touch. The people who climate change is silently but dangerously impacting every day. And we must switch from talk shops to actualization. And that's the journey of the 80 million clean cook stoves. And we will be walking through that process, or I'll be trying my best to take you through that process with this couple of slides. Next slide. So, the reality is here. We have well over 180 million Nigerians and 900 million Africans that are suffering from this form of energy poverty in terms of still having to use what we call dirty sources of fuel. Firewood, coal, in some extreme cases, we have people that use tires to cook, and you can only imagine the impact and the effects of that. What are the major causes that we can walk through? Of course, we know about poverty. I think I've been right from my social studies days. They've been telling me below the poverty line. And, it's interesting that we are still here as of today. Of course, energy exclusion. We're also experiencing rapid population growth, meaning that where we are today is not the end point. People are giving birth every day. I think Lagos is built to be about 50 million strong in the next few years, and people must eat. That's the reality, it's a basic need. So the outcomes of, this reliance on fuel, on this sort of fuels, and, these impacts have a lot of, outcomes from deforestation, loss of forests. You see some pictures, very interesting. Air pollution, of course, because with the smoke and all the other things that are coming out, there's definitely health impact. You can only understand how much this costs people to take care of by themselves. This is somebody still struggling to eat, struggling to feed, and then there's loss of productivity, mostly, with the woman of the house, and once you lose that glue that is the woman, that household is extremely vulnerable. It would displease you to know that we're also the country with the fastest rate of deforestation in the world. Africa is suffering, 1 million avoidable annual deaths from issues around indoor air pollution, poor cooking practices. I want us to sink this slide in, so that when you are thinking, I want to make impact, I want to show purpose, I want my brand associated with, impact, tangible impact. It helps you to picture the end point, not just t-shirts and taking pictures and, planting 2 trees and going home. There is an opportunity for real, tangible, and continuous impact. Next slide, please. Okay. We are all in agreement that the matters that we've discussed now disproportionately impact women. Fortunately for us, they are the ones that know how to cook well. Engineer Babs will fight me because he's an excellent cook by his admission. But largely, families depend on the woman of the house to prepare meals. And even, further to that, sourcing the fuel for doing that. So whilst, you may not be aware of what it takes a woman to find firewood outside of Lagos and the exposures to gender-based violence and other matters that, just extend beyond economic and environmental, the realities hit home. It is a danger for a woman every time she's going to go and look for sustenance. And this is critical for us to understand. All the other things, you can find them in textbooks, but I want us to really hold on to that. There is a woman that is in danger every time she wants to prepare a simple meal. Economically, she's in danger. From a safety and security perspective, she's in danger. Long-term health and short-term health outcomes, she's in danger. It is a multi-layered system and crisis. Next slide, please. So, I'm sure this is a familiar sight to a lot of us. And the realities are very stark. If I ask the lovely Makoko people, Makoko, cigar. Mommy, badun cigar. So, as a medical doctor, if somebody comes and I ask them, oh, do you drink or smoke? The medical doctors in the house will understand. It's like mantra for us. But you have to take this into account, that every time that woman is lighting fire to provide something essential for her family, she's consuming upwards of 600 sticks of cigarettes per event. If she's going to cook 3 times, that's 1,800 sticks of cigarettes. With all the impacts that we know. Next slide. Yes, people are critical, but environment also impacts outcome. We say nature and nurture breeds development. So it takes your genetics and the environmental conditions for, an expressed form of development, basic biology. So if the people are in danger and the environment is in danger, it is it's a stacked odds. The numbers are very glaring, and the realities are not, far-fetched. They are here, they are now. Dr. Yaya, if you correct me, I think it's upward of 200 villages that are consumed by the desert every year in the north. These are places where people call home. They went to school, and they can't find them again. The desert has consumed them. So we may not know it here because we have rainforests, but very soon you'll see the impact on our own side of things. Next slide, please. Fantastic. I borrowed some of these pictures from Dr. Yaya. So you see from local level sourcing, you can see articulated vehicles. I don't know what's inside there, but if you look at the top, firewood. Firewood is a 300 billion naira industry per year. It's your second highest export. But there is a massive consequence to it. That's why we are the nation with the fastest rate of deforestation. Brands are not left out. Your vehicles are ferrying firewood whether you like it or not. So whether you are Coca-Cola, you are Pepsi or whatever, your articulated vehicles are carrying firewood. So you are part of this one way or the other. Now, you can be part of it in terms of solving the problem, and we'll discuss that as we go on. Fantastic. Our transformative solution. I'm sure you've heard over and over and over again, 80 million clean cook stoves, 80 million clean cook stoves, 80 million clean cook stoves. So, I like to break it into these 4 pillars. The primary intervention is the distribution of 80 million free energy efficient clean cook stoves, which will be powered by converted agricultural waste into briquettes. This is for our cottage industry, for the people who are quick thinking, who are business minded. There's an opportunity from last mile to first mile. If we distribute 80 million stoves, they must be fueled. So it should start to get you thinking, I'm in university, I'm in NYSC, I'm doing this, I've submitted CV up and down the place. These are modes of entrepreneurship that you can take up, and the opportunities are here now. Following through from that, there's a plan to plant 4 billion economic trees. So essentially an economic tree is something that yields multiple benefits. Okay, so it cleans the air, it provides food, it does several things, and it's not meant to be cut down. Just that way, so we clear that. And there's a plan for 12 other SDG-aligned projects. So everything from greenwash facilities to green schools, to green primary health care centers, to solar generators, to clean energy, the list goes on. And these are the problems that we know and we've identified. But our drive is to work with the state government to identify more community problems, work with the CDCs, work with the local government entities to continue to identify problems. So the value that is gotten from this continues to be plowed back into a regenerative system. That means earnings from this project will go to fuel more developmental outcome, which is critical. We understand that, the states and the national government cannot be saddled with everything. It's a reality. I have that conversation with people. If you look at developed economies, private sector carries its part. But it is the structured pathway through that should be done that most people are yet to identify. Impact measurement is critical because I can't tell you, come and sit down with us, play with us, and not give you a report card. So we have done this in the best way possible to make sure that there's minimal human intervention. So in Yoruba parlance, I cannot turn the data to favor me. I cannot turn it to favor Lagos State. It's not one of those things that you just, okay, there's one spreadsheet, just put it inside and singing glory hallelujah to ourselves, beating our own chest on emptiness. We are going to be judged by one of the safest systems in the world. So we collect live, dynamic data from the usage of the stoves. So each of the stoves are going to be metered by a third-party independent entity. And we have several layers under the UNFCCC, the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, that is mirroring and spotlighting what we are doing. So we're not just here doing what we want by ourselves. We have people that we show these things to that will say, yes, this is the correct way to be done. And for any potential investor or investor interest, this is, critical to you because you want visibility. And you want that visibility independent of what I am telling you or what Greenplint is telling you. So our target is to save 1.2 billion tons of CO2 equivalent. If you were at EcoNexus, I spoke for a long time as to carbon as a commodity. We are aiming to multidimensionally improve 80 million plus lives in Nigeria. So economic, environmental, social, health, security, the basic things that we need for people to focus their minds and be able to drive development. And, as a follow-through on that, create 35 million local, gender-sensitive, inclusive green jobs. Please, a round of applause. These are lofty plans, and it needs each and every one of us here. See, it's something that we could have just packaged and tried to do ourselves. But the state government has understood this, the local government has understood this, the people have understood this, they've sampled it and seen that it is good. And we are putting ourselves out for public scrutiny in terms of the deliverables. So CSOs and NGOs will have visibility as needed to make sure that impact is really being felt. Next slide, please. Okay, no, previous slide. So these are all the lovely things that we have been doing day in, day out, and disturbing Mrs. Oshodi's phone and making sure that, we get the best out of this project. So the project is registered, previous slide, please. The project is registered on the UNFCCC Global Climate Action Portal. If you want to know about any project that, is able to deliver on these things, you go on this portal. So you can Google it, Global Climate Action Portal. Okay, you see all projects that, are aligned with these best practices. The second one is critical to us because, well done, Ogami, and Dr. Yaya and all the other members of the team. This project is the first to get a letter of endorsement from the National Council on Climate Change in 12 years. It may not seem big, but it is well. The project is by the Office of the Vice President and, of course, the Lagos State Government. It's aligned with the UN's best practices under the Paris Agreement crediting mechanism. And best of all, this project has worked before. We are not here plotting theories. So before we got to the Paris Agreement, we did something called Clean Development Mechanism. So this project was piloted under the Clean Development Mechanism. A hearty round of applause to Dr. Yaya and his efforts. So in 2009, a small set of these sort of stoves were distributed in the north. And I'm proud to say that they yielded even more than we expected. You've made it when you are sorting international disputes. So part of the credits that came out of that project sorted an issue between a global manufacturing giant and the US government. So they were able to take the carbon that we saved from this and use it to resolve a matter that happened at international level. So we are very sure that, we have not rested on our laurels. Since 2009, these stoves have continued to be improved. Our partners, All Green, have been hard at work in terms of making sure that these stoves meet, the best standard and quality that is possible. Next slide. So for those of us who don't know what a letter of, you might think it's a FABU. This is what a letter of endorsement looks like, and it's the first to achieve it in 12 years. There are thousands that are still waiting to get this letter today. Next slide, please. And of course, this is the letter of support from the Office of the Vice President. Next slide, please. Okay, what have we done so far? Where have we reached? It's been, I won't lie to you, it's been difficult finding funding for this project. We understand that there's low levels of climate literacy. The traditional financing institutions are still catching up on the bend. And I mean, I would like to give a round of applause to Lapo Microfinance Bank, who seem to have caught the headwind way before. So, I mean, if you are in the room, please, you can stand up for Oga Benjamin. Okay, yes, thank you very much for catching the headwind.